actually a nipple though. It looks like one. It's for infants. You put them in their mouths when they're crying. It's soothing and helps stop a baby from fussing. Honestly, I don't see why they're just for babies. Why not for my neighbor? He's always fussing. He complains constantly. Would it be so rude to stuff a pacifier in his mouth? I don't think so. Maybe I can do it if I use one of its popular nicknames, like Binky. Binky is your answer. Hey neighbor, how about you take this Binky and stop talking about that tree shading your garden too much? What's that? Lon? Big. Yeah. If you're British, you can also call it a dummy. The pacifier, not my neighbor. All right, just to clarify. Let's move on to our neighboring question. Question number 2. Twins who do not always look similar are called identical, samesies, or fraternal. I'm not talking about the Minnesota twins. Shout out to Minnesota! Hi! I'm also not talking about the movie twins, but remember with Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Arnold's character Julius said, "You have no respect for logic, and I have no respect for people who have no respect for logic." That's deep, Arnold. Also, that was my Arnold impression. Hope that was cool. The twins in the movie Twins did not look similar at all, actually, and that's because they were fraternal twins. Yes, if you picked fraternal twins, you got it right. Fraternal twins develop from separate fertilized ova and are genetically distinct and not necessarily of the same sex, or more similar in appearance than other siblings. Did you know that? Yeah, that just went over my head. Let's move on over to number 3. Oh boy! According to evolutionary biology, babies are cute for the purpose of, is it modeling, survival, or good grades? Yes, most babies are cute, but we've all seen that one that isn't, and we all pretend that it's cute because we have to. Ugh! You know who you are, you not so cute baby. Wait, was I one of those babies? No! I was adorable, right? Was everyone just saying that? Okay, in the end, even the not-so-cute ones are still cute. I'd say it's those chubby little cheeks. And why are they cute, though? For the purpose of survival. Yes, survival is your answer. We are hardwired to want to protect and care for cute little things, even if they're not our own babies. Babies need us to survive, so they're super cute, and we just cannot resist. Jeez, I feel so used. Puppies, kittens, they're all tricking us with their cuteness. I hope we don't trick you on number 4, and here it is. The fancy hats worn at the Kentucky Derby are made by a hauteur, hattress, or milliner. Now, even if you're not a Kentucky Derby fan, you must know about those hats. Come on, they wear those elaborate hats, some so big they barely balance on your head. What I want to know is, how do people in the bleachers see the horses racing if a big, crazy, adorned hat is like right in front of you, right? They should design the hats so you can see through them. Ooh, that's a great idea. See-through hats. Someone write that down. Okay, I should be a hat designer, or, I don't know, a milliner. Yes, a milliner is the correct answer. If you picked milliner, you got it right. If you want a fancy hat, go to a millinery and ask the milliner to design and make you a hat. A hat's off to you if you got that right. Yes, all right. And let's see, there are 1,121 players in the running, 2,000 people watching. Whoa, baby, that's really exciting. That there's over 1,000 that are gonna win some cash. You might just win enough for, I don't know, a new hat. If you missed an answer, don't go away, stick around and play along. You can't win money, but you can win fun. You can also come back next Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific for another chance at winning that cash prize. Please follow Schooled by Scary Mommy, like our page, and as always, turn on notifications so you don't forget. All right, great. Now put on your thinking hats, on for our next question, which is just so happens to be the girl power question of the day. You got the power. And let's put the POW in girl power for question number 5. What is the traditional Mother's Day flower? Is it carnation, lily, or rose? Oh my goodness, that reminds me, Mother's Day is coming up, and if I don't see you on Sunday, which I won't, I wish all you mothers out there a very special Mother's Day. You deserve it. Mother's Day became a holiday in 1914, and over 100 years later, we're still giving our moms the break that they definitely deserve. Hopefully, along with that, you're getting mom the official flower of the holiday, which is carnations. Yes, carnations is the correct answer. Pink carnations are the most popular choice choice? I'll bet a lot of moms out there would prefer a clean house or breakfast in bed or time alone for their special day instead. I don't know. I'd take cash personally if anyone's taking notes. Amazing. Speaking of cash, let's move on to question number 6, shall we? Which Netflix collection of the Great British Baking Show did Noel Fielding first join? Was it Collection 4, Collection 5, or Collection 6? I love the Great British Baking Show. Oh my gosh, I can't get enough of it. I love the judges and the hosts and the bakers. Why are they all so nice? I mean, come on. Paul Hollywood knows how to intimidate, though, for sure. Paul is the only member of the cast who stayed on after the show switched networks. Mary Berry and the hosts Mel and Sue left out of loyalty to the BBC. Yeah, their replacements, Prue, Sandy, and Noel, came on in Collection 5 on Netflix. Yes, if you said Collection 5, you got it right. I wasn't happy about it at first, but I learned to love them too. You know, Noel Fielding is an eccentric comedian and actor, and now cooking show host. What's this guy up to next? I think a bunch of you just got schooled. Yes. Baking is a toughie indeed, but do not worry, we still have 383 players in the running, 1,400 of you watching and helping out. That's pretty great. I think looks like you're ready for our next question, and here is question number 7. According to Delta Dental's Tooth Fairy poll, price per tooth since 2017 has dropped by about how much? Is it $1, 50 cents, or 75 cents? Now, the Tooth Fairy can be traced back to an 18th century French fairy tale, but in that fairy tale, the fairy turns into a mouse that hides under a pillow to save the queen from an evil king. Heard of it, right? Kind of rolls off the tongue. Now, where did the money part come from? In Northern Europe, there was a tradition of a tooth fee that was paid when a child lost their first tooth. That's where that comes from. When I was a kid, I got $1 per tooth. Right now, kids are getting about $3.70 on average per tooth, which is down to about $1 since 2017, which makes $1 your right answer. Teeth are going down in value, folks. Are kids not taking care of their teeth anymore? Is it all cavities? I don't know. Speaking of cavities, let's move on to our That's Sick question of the day. Gonna need a doctor. Gonna need a doctor. I love that. Okay, I'm getting a toothache with question number 8. According to Live Science, which of the following could directly cause a child to get cavities? Is it overflossing, sharing a toothbrush, or sugar? Now, kids hate brushing their teeth. They'd rather eat a pile of dirt, and that's pretty gross. The lengths we go to get them to brush. I mean, songs, bubblegum flavored toothpaste, cartoon character themed toothpaste, toothbrushing apps, videos, books. Just brush your teeth, kids. You literally have no other responsibilities in life. Just brush it. Cavities are bad. We're losing our minds. All right, one way to reduce the chance of cavities is to not share toothbrushes. Yes, sharing toothbrushes is your answer. When you share toothbrushes, you pass on bacteria in their little mouths. Yes, it's the bacteria that causes the cavities. Now, sugar and other foods alone do not cause cavities. It's when they are left on the teeth and turn to bacteria that eats away at those pearly whites. Brush those teeth. And with your own toothbrush, and don't forget to floss. I'm a dentist. All right, before we do question 9, there are 8 players in the running. There are almost 1,000 of you that are still watching and helping out. So who's gonna win the money, folks? Let's see with question number 9. What actress on Big Little Lies was once engaged to Lenny Kravitz? Was it Laura Dern, Shailene Woodley, or Nicole Kidman? The second season of Big Little Lies is coming out soon. I'm a huge fan of those moms. I mean, the drama, the suspense, it's too much. If you'll recall, Lenny Kravitz's daughter is on the show, Zoe Kravitz, and Lenny was engaged to one of the actresses on the show. He's just all over that show. And he was at one time all over Nicole Kidman. Nicole Kidman is your answer. She was engaged to Lenny Kravitz when they dated in 2002 to 2003. Nicole had spent time with Zoe when she was young and have now reunited on the show. What a big little world. Look at that. Folks, only 3 more questions to go. There are 5 players in the running. Woo, it's getting good. It's getting close. There are 936 people that are watching to see the results and help out. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Question number 10. According to the Pew Research Center, from 1989 to 2016, the number of dads who chose to stay at home with their kids has increased by 10%, 15%, or 20%. Remember the movie Mr. Mom from the 80s, right? It's about a dad who stays at home with the kids while his wife works. Now, why wasn't that movie just called Dad again? Okay. Now dads are taking on the role of stay-at-home parents. Many dads do it when they lose a job, but some dads are doing it just to take care of the kids, which is pretty awesome. The number of dads who were staying home to take care of the kids has gone up 20% from 1989 to 2016. Now, 20% is your answer. Okay, that's not too shabby, dads. I see you. Maybe you should make a new movie about staying home with the kids called, I don't know, Mrs. Dad. Awesome. It'll be the updated version. Now let's update where we are at this game. There is one player left in the running, folks. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. There's 928 people watching. Who's gonna win this money? Hopefully it's this one player. I mean, that one person has a chance of winning. We have 2 questions left, and that is it. Oh my gosh, this is getting really exciting. I can't take it. Let's see if you can take question 11. Now, the concept of chutes and ladders was not originally based on a game called Lagori, Mokshapat, or Gyan Chopper. Good old chutes and ladders. It's a classic game across the world. In the US, Milton Bradley came out with it in 1943. The American chutes and ladders was an idea taken from the British game Snakes and Ladders. Instead of chutes, there were snakes. Look at that. Oh, that's bloody frightening, isn't it? That's my British accent. Great. And the British borrowed the idea from India, where the game has its origins. Now, that game was not called Lagori. If you said Lagori, you got it. If you got it right. The origin of chutes and ladders comes from the Indian game called Mokshapat or Gyan Chopper. Now, it was used to teach Hindu values, where the ladders represented virtues and the snakes indicated vices. The American version is just about points and winning. Sick! Yeah. And now for winning this game, there is one question left, still one player in the running. If you're still in it, you can win it, baby. And will you get a chute, or will you get a ladder? Will you fail, or will you win? There's only one way to find out, and there's only one player, and that is to get to question number 12. Here we go. Which children's book author was known to have disliked children? Was it Beverly Cleary, Kate DiCameo, or Margaret Weiss Brown? Well, that is a conundrum. Writing children's books but not liking the children who read them? I guess people who write adult books don't necessarily like adults, right? And autobiographers don't necessarily like themselves, do they? I mean, the important part is that the books are good, right? Okay, I hope you don't dislike the children's book author who dislikes children, haha. The author is Margaret Weiss Brown. Yeah, Margaret Weiss Brown is your final answer. Brown is known for writing the book Goodnight Moon, which is a classic that every little one has heard read to them before bedtime. It's rhythmic words lulling them to sleep. I could take a nap right now, honestly. Just kidding. Okay. Brown was not a fan of kids. Maybe that's why she wrote a book that put them right to sleep. Oh my gosh! Wake up, America! This is happening! Holy moly. But before that, we have one winner. Oh, what? That's right. And the $1,000 will be awarded to AFD. Cool. We're keeping it chill. We're keeping it loose. AFD, you just won $1,000. You are a genius. Know it all. All right. You watch Big Little Lies. You brush your teeth. You've paid money for teeth, and you're